Good day. I'm Natalie Camella, and welcome to Teacher Talk, a podcast that focuses on the various complexities associated with the field of education. Today, we'll be discussing the disciplinary process of when a complaint is made against an OCT member. We're going to be exploring this topic with the assistance of Megan Diaz, who is an OCT staff member that has been working in the field for over 15 years. Welcome, Megan. To get us started, can you run us through the overall process and tell us who is involved in this process?
Yes, of course. The disciplinary process involves a three-member panel representing the public and the profession, known as the disciplinary committee. They hear complaints and determine if a member is guilty of misconduct or incompetence. The panel has the power to take actions such as revoking or suspending the member's certificate, imposing conditions or limitations, and establishing a period in which a member is not eligible for reinstatement. In cases of misconduct, the panel can reprimand, counsel, or impose fines up to $5,000. The panel also determines the costs to be paid by the member to the college. If the misconduct involves sexual abuse or a prohibited act, the member must pay for therapy or counseling provided by the college. The discipline committee handles cases of alleged misconduct and incompetence against college members.
Wow, thank you for providing this information. In terms of governance, which governing body within the OCT is in charge of the disciplinary process?
Well, in terms of governance, as I highlighted before, the governing body within the OCT in charge of the disciplinary process is the discipline committee.
Oh, okay. Can you tell us about the tribunal process?
Sure, the tribunal process relates to the Ontario College of Teachers, or the OCT, involves the following steps. The initiation of the process begins with a complaint alleging professional misconduct or incompetence is lodged against an OCT member. Following the complaint, the OCT's investigation committee conducts an investigation to gather evidence and determine if further action is warranted. If sufficient evidence is found, the complaint is referred to the discipline committee. During the formal hearing conducted by the discipline committee panel, both the complainant and the member are given the opportunity to present evidence and arguments. Testimony from witnesses is allowed and legal representation is permitted. Following a careful review of all the evidence and arguments presented, the discipline committee panel reaches a decision. In the event that the member is found guilty, the panel possesses the authority to impose disciplinary measures. The discipline committee panel may direct the OCT registrar to take actions mentioned at the earlier on in the podcast. Finally, it is important to mention that both the member and the college have the right to appeal the discipline committee's decision to the Ontario Divisional Court within 30 days of receiving this decision.
Wow, that's a lengthy process. Do you believe that there is a need for this process?
I do feel the tribunal process is necessary for evaluating the terms of the complaint against a member of the OCT, as it allows for the public to be a part of the process in order to educate themselves on the evaluations and rules that go into forming decisions in these cases.
Awesome. Next, I want to ask you about unions. What is the job of a union when teaching is brought to discipline? What do ETFO, OSSFT, and OECTA have to do when a teacher is brought for the discipline?
Firstly, ETFO, OSSTF, or OECTA will work to ensure that the teacher involved has access to legal representation. They may provide guidance to the teacher throughout the disciplinary process, helping them understand their rights and obligations. Furthermore, these unions may assign a representative to accompany the teacher during disciplinary meetings or hearings. This representative acts as a support person and advocates on behalf of the teacher, ensuring a fair process is followed. ETFO, OSSTF, and OECTA may also be involved in negotiating with the board, the school board, or the educational institution where the teacher works. They may seek to resolve the issue through discussions, mediation, or other means, aiming to protect the teacher's rights. In cases that may include job termination, The unions may engage in legal proceedings to defend the teacher's interests. They may gather evidence, present arguments, and challenge any allegations or decisions made against the teacher.
Thank you for breaking down that process for us. My final question to you is, do you believe OCT is an integral piece to the teaching profession in Ontario? Is this body needed?
The OCT is an integral piece to the teaching profession in Ontario as a governing body that certifies teachers and evaluates the individuals they are certifying to take care of children and aid in their learning. The body is needed as a central place for teachers and parents to find information on policies and procedures that exist for staff in charge of their children, as well as additional resources that support the understanding of what is prioritized and protected in education for student success and safety.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Megan, for sharing all of your wisdom. You've provided us such insightful information that can support all individuals entering the field of education. And once again, thank you for everyone that's listening today. Stay curious, stay passionate, and keep teaching.